Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25.
Ready? March 56. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
$12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
56.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
59. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 14-yard line.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
You.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Prescott. And the grab by Croft. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Completes this one to Meredith. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A huge play there for Denver. 61 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. And now it's Rosen looking toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after...
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Rosen. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his tight end fan. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Pass complete here to Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Open man is born. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Rosen. And this is incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Crowell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40, and that's complete to Croft. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Croft. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
56.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The Sanders has got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Rosen on 1st and 10. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Geronimo Allison, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this throw caught left side. They can't. By Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Kill!
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the run, it's Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott, and the grab by Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Left side here to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put him.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen, flush to his right. He's got his tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about play. And Crowell lost the football. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Crowell. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Call that a 59-yard punt return as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. Prescott from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Rosen. And this one's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On first down, Crowell. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third and 8. They'll try the right side here with Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Crowell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Crowell. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is born. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now Rosen. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Rosen to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rosen will throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Yeldon running right. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They keep it with Crowell on 1st. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run with Crowell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing here, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to